Messaging? Hosting. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. What is this? What's this drama? What's this? I would see 2 academy teams leading the way at EMEA Masters. It shouldn't be about trolling or streaming, but about developing talent for the region. Both orgs should be proud. I hope to see these star players in the LEC soon. Caedral responds to MKOI CEO sneak dissing LR. Okay. If this is related to what the fuck is this? Let me just fucking read this. What the hell is all this? Okay. If this is related to LR and you think our year is about trolling, then you're the most far removed person in the scene once again. Another terrible tweet of yours shows up on my timeline with an awful take about the current landscape of the scene. Show more. We gave it our absolute all this year, and someone like you to come along with the shitty take is pathetic. Okay. Wait, I guess Ibai responds to him? No. What is going on? Why are they like, I don't understand. Why are they actually like fighting? I don't get it. Because isn't this problem isn't even like Caedral's fault. This is literally like Riot, but then also like objectively it's like fucking weird, because like the business side of it I think is gonna perceive everything as like bad, but the business side benefits longer term. So it's like the forest for the trees. The business side sees the trees, but like the forest reality of it is that Los Ratones benefits all the orgs long term because of the increased viewership and everything that it brings to the league, right? As well as it like benefits all the individual players and exposure that you get by playing against them, right? Because of the viewership and stuff. I guess the argument, I don't know, it gets really fucking weird. The reality is that Los Ratones are an anomaly. They're not something that would normally ever fucking happen. So all these LEC orgs freaking out that like, oh, you can just get into LEC through EMEA or like all this other shit. No, you fucking like, well, okay, maybe now this tournament thing, you know, whatever. No other org is going to grow to the size that this has been fucking done. Now, if their warrior, their fear is that fucking IShowSpeed decides to make a fucking League of Legends team or something like that and start hosting it or like whatever, and like, you know, these giant creators or something, you know, if fucking Aiden Ross decides that he wants a League of Legends team, and he, you know, he just gets 5 players and he starts co-streaming all their games, and like, if that's the fear, I think that's a different conversation, but I don't think that's what's going on. Let's see. That's how there are teams that have spent millions of euros on my case on a supposed private spot that now feels like it can be accessed from tier 2 because Riot keeps making sudden changes. We have zero security in anything. Esports are not their best. Yeah, so I can understand what he's saying, because obviously like this happened with Dota as well. What are the comments saying? I guess that really struck Caedral's nerve, and I get why. Feels like Caedral's been actually responding to like a lot of negative stuff lately, whereas normally I feel like he just doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, obviously there must be a lot of pressure going on. I saw some clip of Hikaru the other day, or maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was like live stream fail where Hikaru says something that's like really. Let me try to find it actually. Live stream fail. I think it's in live stream fail. Hikaru says something actually like pretty good. Let's see if I can find it. Or maybe it's on chess? I don't... Hikaru. Huh, it's not on... Maybe it's on Reddit chess? I don't know. Let me... R chess. Oh, yeah, okay. It is. It's on our chests.
I was easily the most outspoken person. Almost nobody else said anything publicly, and that greatly hurt Daniel. I mean, I know this directly from talking to him, like, on quite a few occasions. Like, it really hurt him that you know, like, the people like Fabiano did not speak up and stand up for him. Like, it really hurt him a lot that the top players did not stand up. Yeah. No reaction from Nepo. I mean, as I said, Daniel was he was like the only person who seemed like he didn't have a huge ego or wasn't insane in some way. And actually, like, that comment really kind of, I think, sums up like why Daniel was so respected and so in so many ways kind of like a beloved figure. Because, I mean, I don't really necessarily blame a lot of these people, and I'll tell you why I don't. Because if you're a top chess player and you aren't directly involved in content creation and understanding how social media works and the effects, like, I can understand not thinking it's a big deal. Yeah, like, you can just ignore Kramnik. It's very easy, but it's just not that straightforward in reality. It's like, you know, in practice things seem super easy, but in reality they're not.
Okay, that part where he talks about social media again. I'll just play it one more time. I mean, this part is really fucking accurate, and it's why when you read certain Twitter comments and, like, you read YouTube comments or you read other people that don't understand social media and they don't understand content creation or, like, this type of stuff.
I'll tell you why I don't. Because if you're a top chess player and you aren't directly involved in content creation and understanding how social media works and the effects, like, I can understand not thinking it's a big deal. Yeah, like, you can just ignore Kramnik. It's very easy, but it's just not that straightforward in reality. It's like, you know, in practice things seem super easy, but in reality they're not. So I mean, it's like, yeah, you can set up, but it's also tricky because you don't understand the impact it's going to have if you're not directly in that space.
Yes.
Nobody's saying that Kramnik like directly.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. Most people don't understand social media and, like, all this other type of stuff, and so it's yeah, pretty dick move on Greisen's part. I get the frustration from what I mentioned, but not really on LR's fault. I agree with that. Yeah, I don't know. People taking their frustrations on Caedral is completely wrong. The fact that Riot is made up. The thing is like, Caedral. See, this is the other fucking thing, and this is probably why Caedral actually even responds. Is like, this is one of the things he actually probably has to tread lightly with. Is like the MKOI fandom and a buy, right? That's the unfortunate reality. This is just the fucking cancer politics of League of Legends. Like, just so stupid. And there's so much worse shit. If they're willing to say these things publicly, imagine what they actually say behind closed doors. That's the other reality that I think no one ever pauses and fucking thinks about. So whatever someone's willing to show you, just imagine that, like, the emotions and, like, other things are they're typically going to be more magnified behind closed doors. All right, so head coach Grabs is extending his contract with Fnatic for